I went through a lot during the first lockdown. It was emotionally draining. It was so draining. And mine is just a tip of the iceberg concerning what others like you yourself went through during the first lockdown. But have we been taking responsibility? Are we doing anything in our own capacity to make sure that we avoid going into lockdown again? See, these steps have started. Those processes that we went through before the first lockdown, they have started. Bars have been shut. Events have been cancelled. If it's an indoor event, it's been cancelled. If it's outdoors, yeah, fine, you can have it. Weddings, restaurants shut again. Remember when we had all of these things out there during the first lockdown? We had it all there, and we were complaining. Businesses crumbled at the time. But my people still did not use their face mask. My people still did not practice social distancing. We still clogged into the buses, even though we understood very clearly the directive of the government. Even if the bus drivers and the conductor try to, pack full the bus, we can say no. Because without us, they're out of business. But no. When you're on your way to work today, did you use face mask? Look around you in that bus where you are right now. How many people are with their face masks? How many people? In that cab, that taxi, with 5 people there, how many of you guys, including yourself, how many of you guys have your face masks on? This is just one of the many responsibilities that we have failed as a people to take. We have the responsibility to decide, to determine whether we want to go into another lockdown or not. If we fail in our responsibility, government will do what government has to do if we get to that point. We'll only shout. We'll call Morning Crossfire and rant and vex and da-da-da-da. But lockdown will come if it gets to that point. Now, let me hear from you. 0700 993 993 993. That is 0700 993 993 993. Lockdown has been trending online. Lockdown 2.0. Let me just say something. I am not saying that the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has announced any lockdown. No, please. Nobody is saying it. Nobody is saying that. How do we avoid that from happening? Is the crux of this conversation this morning. And please, when you call me, turn off your radio. I would appreciate that. Let's see. I think I have Ruben here. Oh, it's Nelson. Nelson, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Morning to you.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. You're doing a very great job.
Thank you.
Informing Nigerians as to what is happening in the country right now. I just have a small question. They are shutting down everywhere. I hope it's not going to affect us that are traveling for the Xmas. We are going home for the Xmas. We are from the southeast. And it's a must that we must travel. We're all prepared to travel. What is happening there? Are they going to stop us from traveling to our villages?
No, Nelson, nobody is stopping you. They are just saying that if it's not essential, if it's not compulsory, if it's not a do or die, don't travel.
I must travel. And moreover, why have they suddenly started caring about us? They never cared. To be honest with you, we've been fending for ourselves, and all of a sudden, so many illnesses are out there killing people. Why is this one is so special? Whoever that dies now is COVID. Whoever that dies now is COVID. Can you believe that the cost of that COVID test is 50,500 naira?
Which shouldn't be. I agree with you. It shouldn't be that expensive.
At the Keja, something I agree. Afri Gold, something. It's 50,500 just for COVID test. Why is it that expensive?
It shouldn't be, Nelson. I agree with you. It shouldn't be that expensive. We should all take responsibility. Government should find a way to make these things, especially the tests for COVID, very easy and even free for people to be able to have access to, because it's very important. And Nelson raised a very valid issue. It's Christmas period. Let's not overlook the fact that it's Christmas period. And here in Nigeria, especially our brothers from the southeastern part of the country, they travel a lot for Christmas. And Nelson said he will travel. He will travel, whether anybody likes it or not. Let's speak with Chika. Chika, good morning to you.
Hi, morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Yeah. Well, back on the issue of COVID, I mean, like first caller, as I said, Sheriff, why is it that we've so elevated this thing as if it's the only thing that...
You know why?
Why?
You know, I didn't know that you'll pick it up as well. I thought that it was self-explanatory. Because COVID is highly infectious. You don't see who has it until it hits you. If you are a high risk, you will not know until it hits you. So many people are going about with COVID without even knowing that they have COVID. And it's extremely infectious.
If I may chip this in, since the inception of COVID, how many people has COVID killed in Nigeria?
You don't know. I exactly know.
The figure we have is about 1,300.
That's the official figure.
That's the official figure.
Yes.
But it's on record that malaria kills over 100,000 Nigerians.
So let's make that very clear again. Let's make that very, very clear. Malaria, you know that is malaria. For COVID does not kill itself. COVID comes with complications. So if you have issues, if you have health issues, underlying issues, health issues, you are susceptible to having COVID. And when you have COVID, you're likely to be a casualty.
But
so COVID does not kill. COVID just brings out complications in your own systems.
There are so many that also comes with such complications. Why haven't we shut down the economy or shut down our life because of this ailment? In as much as I agree that there's a need for us to actually take a precautionary measure against COVID, but it's not to the point that we now have to shut down everything just because of COVID. And if I may say this, was it because UK, Germany, and European Union, was it because they are locking down?
No, it's not. It's a logical thing to do.
Sheriff, if I may say, it is because of that. Because
it is not.
Why is it that since August, September, October, we never hinted this second lockdown? We never hinted this issue of flag gathering and all those things until these countries from the West started doing it. That we now start. I've said this time without number. This stereotyping will help us at all in any way.
It is not stereotyping.
It is stereotyping.
So here's the thing. Do we have flights coming in from other countries of the world or not?
We have flights coming in.
Do we have Nigerians coming in from other countries of the world or not?
We have Nigerians coming in.
Do you think Nigeria is isolated from anything that's happening outside the country?
But if I may say this,
do you think if the world sneezes in the petroleum industry in the world, Nigeria would not catch cold?
Will catch cold.
So why are you complaining about COVID? If you know all of these things, that whatever happens outside of the world affects us, why is COVID any different?
I'm not complaining. My only complaint is this. We're taking this thing too far.
We are not. We've not even done what we're supposed to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Thank you, Chika. I appreciate your time, really, but I must move on. We have not even done 1% of what we're supposed to do concerning COVID. So whatever it is you're seeing now is just a child's play. I mean, we should be telling government to do more, not to do anything. Haba. Goodness gracious. We should be telling them to do more. We should be urging them on to do more, to protect you, to protect me. Not to be promoting some... Okay.
The Supreme Court basically said the only type of register the law recognizes is paper-based.
News.
The Senate has condemned the proposed siting of 20 projects in Lau local government area of Taraba.
Sports.
Goal number 2 for Liverpool, and the champions are ahead for the first time in this game. Seconds earlier, he dropped a clanger, and this time he's wiped the slate clean.
That's what we do. We are 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hi, Moses. Good morning to you.
Yeah, morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm talking about the COVID. You know what corruption I keep people in Nigeria. Every day we talk about COVID. How many people COVID are killing?
Plenty.
And all those politicians are just collecting all our money and doing some shit. You're always telling us
I have to let you go now. There are some things, if you're listening to me, there are some things that you can say on radio. There's some things you can say to yourself. There are some things you can't even say to the next person sitting beside you. Omo, we have to learn a lot of manners, though. No, I'm not even saying it to the last caller. I'm just saying it to myself. Like, we really need to learn a lot of manners in Nigeria. Because we don't even know what we should tell the next person sitting beside us. Some people don't even know what to tell their friends. I mean, she's your friend. But there are some things you can tell her. There's some things you can't tell her. There's some things you can tell anybody. There are some things that it's only you that you have the right to tell yourself. There's some things you can't even tell yourself. I'm just thinking. Okay, enough thinking. Ebuka, good morning to you.
Very good morning to you, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
You are sick and tired, right? Just like I am here, Sheriff. You need to listen to us on the free show last night with Adam. Sheriff, sometimes you want to cry, I tell you. I can't explain it. Sheriff, I'm in shock. Once again, I'm in shock. I really don't want to call in, but I will call in and say this over and over again. Why the argument? Sheriff, we are not as stubborn as Europeans or Americans, but there are laws to enforce certain things. Why would people say we are copying Americans or Europeans? In doing the right thing, like you right, look, I love your question. Do we have flights coming to Nigeria? Do we have Nigerians coming from abroad? Of course we have. Can't they be carriers? Can't they be victims? People are spreading this. They are spreading COVID-19 like fire. Unfortunately, they do not know. Because if you just see someone beside you die, you want to see someone beside you die? Just hold on. And please don't even be the one spreading this. If you don't believe, keep it to yourself. Don't come on national radio and be saying this, for heaven's sake. It's killing, it's annoying. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you, Ebuka, for calling me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to Facebook and YouTube right now because we're streaming on those two platforms. I won't get tired. We can't get tired of it. We owe ourselves our responsibility. It's the same way we're saying that everybody should take responsibility. Okay, so let me say this. Even if you don't believe that there's COVID, at least use face mask. You don't believe it too, but at least use it. I beg. And I beg. Just use it first. I know you don't. I know. But use it. Joe, Bele, thank you. Let's speak with Duro Jaye, who is calling us right away. Duro Jaye is in Bariga. Duro Jaye, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, the thing about the COVID is real. There's no doubt about that. But what our government are doing to help us, the thing is, this country, most of us live on the income we earn daily. Imagine, look at America now. They just passed another COVID-19 aid package to help their citizens.
Right.
What are we getting from our government? Even the little palliative they want to give us, they heard it. How do you want people to believe that COVID-19 is real? This thing is hard. You won't be, hunger kill faster than COVID-19. COVID-19 will take upon you like 2 weeks to kill you. But if you don't eat within 3 days, you can die.
If what can kill you within 3 days?
Yes, hunger can kill within 3 days. Because when you don't eat, you'll not be able to sleep. And when you are deprived of sleep within 3 days, you die.
Not exactly true.
Will dry up.
What would dry up? What would dry up?
The blood in your body. When you don't sleep for 3 days, for good 3 days, without you,
I'm sorry.
It is.
I'm really sorry.
Medically proven. I can share a link.
No, Duro Jaye. No, you're wrong. Don't share. I don't want to see the link because it's completely wrong. My job, oh my God. My job can be very hilarious sometimes. Let's see. Whatever the last caller said, wrong. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Charles, calling from Bega.
Welcome, Charles.
Thank you, Sheriff. Sheriff.
Yes, please.
This thing, COVID-19 lockdown 2.0.
Right.
It's very simple. At the end of the day, what is the impact between March and now? Let's have our economists tell us the impact of lockdown on the life of the average Nigerian. All these people, they call you, they say, when we lock down again. Now, middle class, them deal.
It's going to be devastating, no doubt about
it.
The
real people, where they suffer this lockdown, and then they street, now they loot, after NSAS? Do we want to experience another looting 2.0?
No, we don't. We don't want to. No, we don't.
So what's all this? We need to find a balance.
We don't.
Either you enforce strictly wearing masks, or this one of lockdown, you won't walk. Oh.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. Let's avoid it at all costs.
It won't work. Oh. Palliatives, you heard. It's easy to say lockdown this, lockdown that. Why don't you just put a task force on the road? By the time you arrest 500 to 1,000 people and you find them, people will take the mask seriously or subsidize masks. Send the agents on the street to be giving people masks free of charge. That is an incentive to say, okay, since the mask is free, make a cocoa wear them. This lockdown too, but you know go work.
You know work, I know. You know work.
People they call, they say lockdown. You know work.
You know work. You know work. You know work. It's not possible. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. Not going to work. But I will still say, government will do what government has to do. When it comes to it, government will do what government has to do. But let's decide what government needs to do by doing what we are supposed to do, what we're expected to do. Wear your mask. If you're going to go and sell your market, at that market, wear your mask. Lead by example. Tell mama to wear her mask in the market. Tell everybody around you to put on their mask. Because it's the only way we can avoid any, it's important we take responsibility. But let's face it, you, me, everybody, we have been largely irresponsible when it comes to wearing our mask. Largely irresponsible. We crowd buses, we crowd cabs, we crowd everywhere. Even when there's no need to crowd those places. We go all about as if COVID is not even around at all. As if we didn't just end one lockdown. As if there is no recession as a result of what we went through during the lockdown, the first one. We're currently in another recession right now, largely due to what we went through. Countries that had last gone through recession in 35 years went through recession during the first one. We are not immune to whatever it is happening outside of the country. Do not deceive yourself. It is delusional to think that we're immune. Nigeria is immune to what is going on outside of the country. God rest his soul of Oluwawori, who just passed yesterday. He received in audience the late Major General Oluyirefi, who also died as a result of COVID complications. Oluwawori entertained him. Now he's passed too. There are many people like that. Yesterday, 6 people died on record. Underline that, on record, 6 people died of COVID complications. There are many more. Many more. We are poor at data gathering. We're nowhere. So it's hard to put down a number. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Sheriff?
Yes, please.
This is Simon calling from Festac.
Welcome, Simon. Welcome.
I want to talk on, locally when they say breeze don't blow, foul nyash don't open.
I swear.
That is what COVID-19 is. At the beginning of the COVID-19, it shows that our government for 60 years have not put anything in place to take care of the populace.
Yeah. That's failure. That's huge failure.
Yes. That is we don't have the ability. They are not capable. Now, how can you lock down a nation where most of the people are daily income earners? What is the provision for them?
Right.
The palliatives that they brought, you see how people were scampering all over the place, trying to loot. In fact, they were looting. Why? Because the government is not living up to their responsibilities. It's very annoying that a country that has the most brilliant in every area, in every field of endeavor.
Just name it. We have loads of people.
Yes, and we are lacking so much. It's a shame. It's a very big shame.
Yes, it is.
In fact, the retirement age in Nigeria is 60 years. Nigeria is 60 years. Those that have been in government for the past 60 years, let them resign. Let them resign so that we have new and fresh people, new faces, new names, fresh ideas.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you too for calling me. Appreciate it. 8:22 is the time right now from our studios. I can go to WhatsApp and go and take some WhatsApp messages. I have some comments on the live stream on Facebook, the live stream on YouTube as well. I will come over to take some comments in a moment, but let's start with WhatsApp. Nigerians are not responsible and always putting blame on government. Common use of face masks, social and physical distancing, they won't adhere to. But we'll make noise about federal government not locking down the nation. Lockdown too. Okay. Thank you for your message. Appreciate it. Let's take another message from WhatsApp. Let's see. We want Nigeria to change, but Nigerians are not ready to change. If staff of NIMC are collecting bribe, why won't we call them out right there and insist on doing the right thing? Instead of people encouraging corruption, protest is not until we shout on the streets. It's about your right. Government said it's free and it should be free. Stop contributing to the downfall of this country by encouraging bribe. Thank you for this lovely message. Appreciate it. Let's take another one from WhatsApp. Please explain this NIN and what benefit it serves to the people. And it's coming at a bad time. And if not properly done well, will affect both the economy and the lives of the people. If I, let me explain quickly. So it does a lot security-wise. Then secondly, it's bad timing. 101% bad timing. We shouldn't be doing this right now, right? We shouldn't be doing this right now. Because the government itself is aware that there is COVID. The government itself is leading the forefront, is leading the battlefront in the campaign against the second wave of COVID-19. So we shouldn't even be here talking about NIN registration or deadline. Yes, NIN registration, yes. But deadline, no. No, not at all. Government should have instead stepped up their advocacy efforts and, giving, sending out their foot soldiers to go on radios, on TVs, in the papers, to go, encourage people to go and register for the NIN. Not to give deadline. It's totally wrong. Yeah, I said that in the morning. Well, let's go to break. We're back with more for you after this. Stay here on the Morning Crossfire. I'll take your thoughts after this. Don't go anywhere.
Voice Note on 99.3 Nigeria Info. We talk.
Real State Police Command has paraded 21 suspected IPOB members accused of burning 3 police stations and killing 3 officers.
You talk.
The poor man steam again, they show him face for crime fighter. When rich man steam money, they no go see him face for crime fighter.
For what the government have made us to understand is that whatever news that comes from the public that is against the government is fake.
Really talk.
Why are they turning their guns, their boots against the defenseless and harmless civilian populace? What is their problem?
Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
99.3
99.3
Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Mama Mina won't send money. Make Amina collect for school. Oh, Bina won't withdraw from your account. But you no carry in card. Hey, waiting them go use. Na Momo, them go use. Na Momo agents, them go use you.
Momo agent, you fit send and receive money, plus to withdraw money for your bank account without card or data. You fit also buy airtime and data or pay any kind bill where you want. Just dial *223# to see the Momo agent when near you. Momo agent. Safe, fast, no wahala.
Lemon Friday. It's Christmas season and Adron Lemon Friday is here again. This time, it's bigger and better. Now is your time to become a landlord. Enjoy up to 40% discount this Lemon Friday with special goodies delivered to your doorsteps. Buy a piece of land from Adron Homes this Christmas and enjoy mouth-watering Christmas gifts like double-door fridge, Adron seasoning pack, electric iron, blenders, deep freezers, refrigerators, 49-inch TV, 50 kg bag of rice, turkey, vegetable oil, and a whole big cow. To enjoy this amazing Lemon Friday offer, subscribe to any Adron land within our estates in Shimawa, Ibejuleki, Ekwe, Badagry, Imota, Abeokuta, Ijebuoje, Shagam, Atonta, Ibadan, Oshun, Nasarawa, and Abuja with an initial deposit of 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 naira or more. For more information, call this number 0805 625 9683 0905 897 0587. This is a special Lemon Christmas like no other. Offer valid from October 2020 to January 2021. This Lemon Friday, we move.
Lemon Friday. Our friend Oliver is what you call a man with a huge appetite. Gigantic, actually. And if there's one phrase we have come to know Oliver for, it is this.
More data, please.
No matter what we offer him.
More data, please.
So, guess what we did? We heard Glow created new data plans for people like Oliver, and we got him exactly that. And guess what Oliver said?
Excuse me, please, is this all for me? Only me?
Now, Oliver certainly has more than enough data. All thanks to the Glow Mega Data Plans.
With the longer validity you get on Glow Mega Data Plans, you can work from home with ease, run your business better, download non-stop, stream music and movies endlessly, learn online, and share data with anyone. No worries. Get 225 gigabytes at 30,000 naira for 30 days, 425 gigabytes at 50,000 naira for 90 days, and 1 terabyte at 100,000 naira for a year. Dial *777# now to start enjoying these mega plans.
Glow Unlimited.
When will the servant of God even save enough to buy a car and land in this Lagos,
Man of God, are you still thinking about this?
Of course. Do I look like a millionaire to you?
Man of God, at Go Home has made this possible now. See, if you buy 2 plots of land at Nations View Estate, they will give you a plasma TV. Look at you. If you buy 8 plots of land, they will give you 2010 Corolla and microwave.
How long have you known this? We get better.
And that the Holy Book says, ask and it shall be given unto you.
There's a gift for everyone. You can buy 1 plot, 2, 4, 7, or even 10 plots of land at Nations View Estate, Ogijen, Lekki, and win multiple prizes. Or buy 12 plots of land and get a 2014 Corolla free. Don't miss out on this limited offer. Valid till the 21st of December 2020. Call 0905 5555 446. Again, 0905 5555 446. Terms and conditions apply. At Go Homes, reality to wealthier life.
Hey, Doredo, better than safe. Now 10 gigabyte data just land my Airtel so. Guess how much? 3,000 naira. 3K for 10 gigabyte data. You shock, Abi? Make I add extra shock. 5,000 naira go give you 20 gigabyte data. Now so me for Shoko.
That's right. With Airtel data, just a little more gets you so much more. Introducing Airtel More for More data plans, like 10 gigabytes for just 3,000 naira and 20 gigabytes for 5,000 naira. Dial *141# today to experience the power of advanced 4G LTE connection from Nigeria's latest 4G network.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Start your baby's life's journey in comfort with a rental car or home. Sports up to ₦1 million. Sponsored airtime wins. We be happy home bonanza. Just any 2 of us right or his happy fans as promos unpacked. Start winning. Buy now and win your baby up comfort. Offer runs. Save hot.ng guarantees for all and more.
This is The Voice Note on 93 Info. Let's go.
The men and women are different. We have different hormones, we have different sexual organs, we have different biological abilities. Women have can't, at least not yet. Men have testosterone and physically stronger than women. But the positions occupied by men. The late Kenyan Nobel Peace Laureate put it simply well when she said, higher you go, you're women there. In the recent US election, kept hearing, oh, you're the national millionaire, doing the same being equal qualified, and then being more because he's a man. So in literal way, men rule the world. And this made sense 1,000 years ago. But human beings lived then in a world in which physical strength was the most important attribute for survival. Physically stronger person was more likely to. Men in general are physically stronger. Of course, there are many exceptions. But today we live in a vastly different world. The person more likely to lead is not the fact. It is more creative person, the more intelligent, the more innovative, and then hormones, those attributes. A man is as likely as a woman to be intelligent, to be creative, to be innovative. We have evolved, but it seems to me that our ideas of gender have not evolved.
Is Morning Crossfire 9.3 Nigeria Info.
One Talk Station, Nigeria Info from Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm Sheriff. Thank you for being here. 8 a.m. from our studio. This is saying, how are you? Please take all precautions as you go out today. Already, you need to get a face mask if you don't have. And please don't just pick up face mask from somebody selling by the roadside. Just no. In the face mask, put it on wherever, even if you wash it before you put it on. Do that. We have available gave me on this conversation. This are we doing our responsibility in avoiding. We can afford it. Those that are on lockdown. Go at restaurant. They shut down bars. They've gyms. So we're getting there. It started. How can we make sure that we don't go beyond this? We don't get level of lockdown. If we level down, it's going to happen that we want it or not. Taking responsibility is a conversation today. Everybody has a blame. The government that to go and do NIN registration within 2 weeks. To be held responsible as well, issuing that directive. The president should be held responsible as well for not correcting that mistake. The PTF should be held responsible for not correcting the governors saying anything. Nothing to go around, but we're here now. I'm sure. For lockdown. So if we get there, we'll go on a lockdown. It's going to be this. We're still in the first because the country in the recession as we see. And when recession, you're supposed to experience walk liberally, so that there is economic activities going on. And guess what? No bars, if everything shut down, and we can't get to the point where the entire country will be shut down. No, we do that. We can't do that. I'm going to WhatsApp to go take some thoughts off of WhatsApp right now. 700-993-993-90 700-939-939. Marcel is in it. Marcel says mass NIM registration at the same time with coronavirus will be counterproductive. One should relax all the other. Marcel is. Let's take another one from WhatsApp this morning. Sherry, please, there's something going on in our island from Takwa Bay to Badagry. Our parents have been more than 500 years. I know about the situation. In fact, we even did a documentary concerning the situation in Takwa Bay. Very sure that the last has not been heard from that particular region, Gulf State. I do know exactly what they said. But we'll see what we can do to that story anytime soon. For that conversation on Nigeria Info. A lot has done already, like I said, different show Info. Kenny Barra said it has a COVID situation. Trump have shut down the economy. America boasting of being a superhuman race. Kenny from Guarani for that. Okay, from I support the law again because people didn't law. No, we can't have any. To be honest with you, can't go on. It's going to be devastating. Our government has 60% of the responsibility. If government doesn't lock airports at the right time, nothing we the public can do to prevent spread of COVID. NIN and SIM linking urgent at this time. Okay, come give enforcement of laid down COVID rules. Can't do. Thank you for your thought, though. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm going to Facebook right now. We're streaming live there on facebook.com/Nigeria FM. Marvin May says, crowds at NIN are so much you haven't done anything about social distancing and close ignore. Only NIN centers have been legal to. Akin is also a said, please on your caller, money to call you. Let them speak out their mind. Can't tell the government the truth. Why not allow Nigerians to me to pour out and bring the needful? They are Akimola. Appreciate your thought. Ekong Akpan says, what we saw yesterday in a huge crowd, what has got concerned? Well, they've extended the 3 weeks for different categories of people. Go back to the telephone right now. 6:40 is time. Let's start with the conversation. Before you call, it's very important to do that. Turn it off when you call so I can speak to you. Otherwise, we'll not be able to have a conversation if your radio is so loud. We can't have conversation like that. Good morning to you.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
I think okay from like
welcome.
You my call and then you didn't say anything. Cut it twice. Just now when you were talking about that.
So it wasn't me actually. I just picked your call. It wasn't me that picked it earlier.
All right. Well, the lockdown thing you said we can't afford to have a second lockdown. It's really going to affect so many businesses, which we already have a partial lockdown. Some businesses have been partially shut down right now. And we know some sectors that have been really affected by this lockdown, especially even the cinemas. Cinema houses had hit really, and they are now having it again. So it's really going to put so many people out of business. And like you said, Nigeria is in recession, and it's going to worsen the situation. And also, like also some other people have said too, the government people have their part to play. But I believe the whole buck goes to the government. If they enforce the laws, people will comply. Yeah, so if they don't enforce it and taking things with too much laxity, people will also take it with laxity. So we need to see a strong enforcement from the government so that people can comply with these strict rules, so that we can minimize this coronavirus scourge. And they should also shut down flights between UK and Nigeria. Should do it quickly now, not be allowing the officials, government people to be coming in anyhow.
Right. Thank you, Adegoke, for calling me. Share your time. Let's see if you can drop your call. Okay, you can go now. Thank you for calling. Olumiwa is here. Olumiwa, let's speak with you. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning to you.
See, thank God, the most powerful human being on earth is government. There is no one that is powerful as if government is even powerful more than because I tell anymore. God cannot stop government. And not as powerful as government, what did they put in place? If they are talking about face mask, what about hand sanitizer? Do we have hand sanitizer every bus stop everywhere? You said because of social distances, the Pekemawa should be carrying 2 instead of 4. And those guys from 50 naira, they increase their transport to 150. From 100 naira to 200 naira. And now they are carrying 4 instead of 2. Nobody stopped them anymore. BLT was the first one that increased the price. So if government wants to airport, why are we always going out the same time in the morning? Why are they not put a schedule? Why should go out around 8? John should go around 10. Why do we go out the same time and come back the same time? And now, the reason we accept the first lockdown, it is because it has never happened in the history of Nigeria. Now the people that do not wait for government to heal, you locked them down the first time, you didn't give them anything. And everybody had an experience. Now, don't forget that because of this lockdown, that Nigeria Info started giving Nigeria 13,000. So what did government? It is in the record. Let me shock you. There was a presenter on another radio that accused me that I don't call the radio station anymore. That all of us now, we are run to Nigeria Info because they allow us to speak our mind. I say, good. They allow us to speak our mind. Good morning.
Hello, thank you for calling me. Appreciate it. I'm going to YouTube right now. I have loads of comments on YouTube. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. Just search for Nigeria Info 99.3. So I'm just going to try. Okay, Martins is here already. After Martins, please, let's rest on the calls for now. Let me just take some comments. Backlog of comments here on YouTube. Martins, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Okay. That is time for just a minute.
Martins, bye-bye. Let's take a look at some comments here on YouTube. Yes, let's see. Plan D is in the USA. Plan D says, I'm in America where they say it is rampant. Yes, I don't know anyone who has died from it. Plan D, I don't know what part of America. Oh my God. Are you in US of Ajekule or US of Adoekiti? Because if you're in US of A, the United States of America, you know that. Why am I even? It's fine. Thank you. And Olushola Oke is responding to him on YouTube. There's a conversation going on YouTube, so I'm just going to move away from it. Olushola Oke also says that hunger kill with the question mark. It's dehydration that kills. You can stay without food for a while, for a very long while. Olushola Oke, thank you. That's why I said we should disregard that caller's assertion earlier. It's completely wrong. totally false. Let's get back to telephone. 0700 993 993 993. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, Mr. Ken calling from Ikeja.
Let's talk.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the platform to talk there. So this is what I'm saying concerning this COVID-19 story. We have issue from international community. Why mainstream media are promoting what is not real. Mainstream media are giving the wrong numbers, what is not real, and putting fear to the people. They're coming down to the Nigeria. They have already planned long.
Wait, what do you mean by mainstream media putting out numbers that is?
I use America as an example. I have my brother in America.
Yes.
He told me clearly the numbers you see in mainstream media is false.
What does your brother do again?
My brother in America is a medical doctor. He told me the numbers you see in mainstream media, they are telling you 500,000. It's not up to that.
It's not up to that.
Yes, let me explain to you what we do not understand in this world.
Oh yeah, explain.
They have agenda, this world. That agenda is that they put fear in me and you.
Really?
Even that number you see in Nigeria, they cannot defend that number.
If hold on, Mr. Ken, I'm going to ask you just simple question. Do you have an idea how many people die of malaria every day in Nigeria?
I don't have an idea. I'm not dying of malaria.
If you're told the number of people that die of malaria every day, would you believe it?
I don't think Nigeria have a data of how many people that die in malaria.
If you're told the number, would you believe it? You will not believe it, Abi?
Yeah, because I doubt the agency that is telling me the number.
Exactly the point. So if you are doubting it, if you are a medical doctor or a lawyer or somebody that is well learned supposedly, goes out there and you tell somebody that don't mind the number is not true, is lower than that, what do you think the person would say? What message do you think the person will pass across to other people?
The person will pass the information he hears from me.
Exactly. Does it make you right? Does it make it right that you are the Lord and Savior of data, that you know what you're talking about?
I may not be the Lord and Savior of what I'm talking about.
Exactly my point. Thank you for calling me. The fact that you're... Okay. 8:49. God. Okay.
Back to back of the biggest talk.
It's just a general attitude to environmental laws. Mechanics, food sellers. One of the reasons why I believe you have so much traffic is because the environmental laws are not enforced, the traffic laws are not enforced, and that has led to complete chaos in the state.
On your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Uche is here. Uche, good morning to you.
Hi, Sheriff. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
It's a very hilarious moment. I'm just laughing my head out. First, our brother from the east, you are doubting COVID. It's okay. You can travel and spread it if you have, to as many people in your village as you like. But please don't bring it back to Lagos. Then the other very, very funny one is people talking about government. Yes, we know the government we have. We don't have the best of government, but this is a moment for you to take personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. Look at it this way. Yes, the hospitals are not the best. So why not prevent you getting a situation where you just have to now depend on that government, knowing that we don't have the best of facilities. Simple. Take care of yourself. Take care of your space. Take care of your family. Let your friends know that we are in a dangerous situation. It's as simple as that. It's just calls for personal responsibility. What else? You are waiting for government to distribute masks, or government to tell you to wash your hands, or government to... It's just funny. It's just funny.
Right.
Okay, thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Che, for calling me. I appreciate it. I really do. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello?
Good morning to you.
Hello?
Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. I'm watching you live on YouTube. We are not putting on your mask. You should be a pace setter for this COVID-19 issue.
How many people do you see in the studio?
Sir?
Are you watching on YouTube?
This actually, you're talking to Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
From Akoka.
Okay, how many people do you see in the studio?
Yeah, we are. We are watching you live now. You're not putting on your mask.
How many people do you see in the studio?
Huh?
How many people do you see in the studio?
Just you, actually.
Thank you for calling. Just me. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Yes, and good morning, Bro
Yes,
Sheriff. Yes, I'm Ajimele. I'm reaching from Ireland.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes, Bro Sheriff, if you ask me, as a citizen of this country, at times, most of the time, not even at times, I share tears. It just seems as if maybe we citizens of this country, maybe we are that full with the people in charge of programs of affairs. Anytime they cough, everybody will be sneezing. This issue of corona as a virus on its own self, our political leader, which fights are they showing as an instance, as a figurehead to the citizen? Where are the House of Reps? Even the president, as the father of the nation, he will come out and give our citizens hope. He will give directives. But say, let me tell you, it's just unfortunate that in this country, we are full of hypocrites and lies. There is virus, there is an issue. But
Hello?
The question is that the people that are supposed to stand fit to lead the battle when it comes to encouragement, we are not seeing it for them. Look at the minister of Dr. Pansami. They are the one crying about corona. They are still the one giving out wrong directives. At times I ask myself, we don't have leaders that think. We don't have leaders that know how to manage crisis. That is the reason why when a particular issue occurs, it will look as if the way they say to address issue, maybe that is how it is. But not knowing that our problem today is because of we don't have people that have what it takes to lead by example, to keep problem and provide solution. Nigeria is full of, in fact, the country is a mediocre country, but just unfortunate that as educated as we are in this country, we are being downplayed with the ignorance of the so-called people called leaders.
Oh, we lost your call. I appreciate your time. I really do. I really do appreciate it. But Lagos, I want to say thank you for joining the show today. It's been an interesting conversation we've had. We're being very frank with one another. I think we should have these kind of conversations even more. We had a lot of these type of conversations during the lockdown. We're very, very frank with ourselves during the lockdown. And we're moving very close to that level again. Thank you for being a part of it. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Let's keep talking. You can ask me questions online. I'm on Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter. At Sheriff Quadry is my handle on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram at Sheriff Quadry. You can also reach out to me on LinkedIn at Sheriff Quadry as well. I would love to hear from you. But then, let's be very responsible. From now on, put on your face mask. Good morning to you.
Hey, Doredo! Better itself. Now 10 gigabyte data. Just like my Airtel. So, guess how much? 3,000 naira.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
141 hash today to experience the power of advanced 4G LTE connection from Nigeria.